Come see me in my saddle shop someday. Hi everybody. Good morning. Have a fine cup of Folgers with me. I just got back from North Carolina visiting my dear old dad for Father's Day. And it was pretty nice. Dad's 91 years old and still pretty active, able to do quite a bit. But it sort of put me in the mood to show you my dad's rifle, tell you about the deer I got last fall with it. If you want to know how Dad got the rifle, you can go back and look through my videos. Maybe I'll have my son post a link to that. Story. But here it is. Model 170 Savage. Little vintage Weaver scope. It's a fantastic little rifle. And amazingly accurate. I'm not kidding. I had read one time that the Model 170 Savage was one of the most accurate pumps ever made. And I believe it. This one is a 30-30. They also made this in a 35 Remington. But Dad's is a 30-30. And he got me to bring it home with me last summer. And give you a better look here, roll back. Isn't that sweet? Sweet little Eastern deer rifle, I'd call it. You know, out here in Montana, we don't see many pump rifles. They're kind of looked down on. I don't care. I love that thing. I have a lever action myself, a 300 Savage, which you can go back and find. But I will show you the deer I got. We'll have my son post a picture up here in the corner somewhere of the deer right after I got it. But I got the horns fixed. I did this myself down in the saddle shop. Now I don't want this deer to look way bigger than it is. It's just a nice 4x4. You can see by the size of my hands that it's not bigger than it. I'm not trying to make you think it's way bigger than it is. And I just put that, I had some shap leather and I covered that. I stuffed some batting, I think, in there. And then I tacked it down with gold-headed tacks. And this is a piece of black walnut that I brought back from North Carolina in one of my trips. I actually made 4 or 5 of them this winter for other people. Just friends. Anyway, I wanted to shoot a nice buck with my dad's rifle because I wanted to send him a picture. So I got in the ranch truck and I was driving around. On the ranch, bucks are, we don't let a lot of hunting on there, so there's some. The kids and grandkids hunt there, some, but the bucks aren't real wild. But I seen this buck here with a smaller buck, and he was looking straight at me. He was about, I don't know, I'm gonna say 100 yards away or so, 120 maybe. And he was straight on, so there was no target except his neck, because his chest, everything, you couldn't see any of him except his head, neck, and chest, and his body was straight away. So I got out, opened the door of the truck, stepped out, and I put my crosshairs right on his little white patch there. And I didn't have a good prop or anything. I shot him right there. And I forgot how lethal a 30-30 is. You think a 30-30 is just sort of a little brush gun. No. at 120 yards. That thing went straight through his neck, and it plowed a furrow down almost the length of his back under the skin, and it came out. But when it hit him here, that's the last thing he ever knew, because he just dropped in his tracks, just splat. He didn't kick or nothing. He just fell flat. Made me rethink the whole shoot him in a vital area, lungs and heart. Obviously, if they're broadside, that's still a better shot because it's a bigger target, but it's pretty fun when you can harvest a deer like that with no damage to any of the meat. And we did a good job cleaning him and letting him hang for a few days and cool out nice, and took him down, cut him up ourselves, and we're still eating on him. He was a fabulous buck. He's probably about a 3-year-old, and just perfect for at least not a big old tough buck, but got him right before the rut started. So anyway, that's my story. My dad's rifle. Thanks for listening.